So this is a quick video. I'm doing a quick video on installing the new version or the latest version of ESXi vSphere 7, which got released yesterday, Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. So I'm assuming that you've logged on to myvmware.com and you've gone into the product evaluation area. So from your main page, you would go into product evaluation, and the version of ESXi that we're going to use is released yesterday, as you can see, and that's it. So I've already manually downloaded it, and I'm going to run this inside of VMware Workstation. In VMware Workstation, I tend not to use the defaults. I tend to create my own local folder on my local drive, C drive. It's a Windows machine, and in there I'll set up various folders that will mirror the content of what's in my GUI here. So I've just created this folder, and I'm going to replicate that in my file structure and just call it vSphere _7. I don't like leaving spaces. And another thing I do is in the main virtual machines folder in the C drive, I always have a sources folder where I dump all the stuff. So in that case, in this case, I have already pre-downloaded and the ISO here. So I haven't read any documentation on this, so I'm just like running right through. Okay, so VMware Workstation. Right-clicking on the folder just to see what's there. There's nothing there right now. File, new virtual machine, and I'm not going to do typical. I'm going to do custom. Next, and Workstation 15 version of the hardware, well, the virtualized hardware. Next, I'm going to point to my installer disk, which again is inside that location. My C drive, so I'll browse, dump it like that. Bada boom, bada boom. And this is the ISO I want to use. Open. Could not detect it. It's really not that important. It's just a quick. So it's VMware ESX, and as you can see, my version of Workstation 15, I've not downloaded the latest patches, so it doesn't recognize 7, or maybe VMware has not put it out yet, but I'm just going to use 6 and blow through that. And since it's my first ESXi 7_1. Again, I don't like leaving spaces, and I like creating my own folders for stuff. So here, going back here, going into virtual machines, vSphere 7, create a folder with that name, give it that name, and open this, select that, and replace the default location. Next, and I believe it has to be 2 minimum, and I know that from previous it should be at least 10. I'm just going to give it 12 gigs. I can actually give it 16. All I have on this machine is 16, but start out with, let's see. Oh, this is gigs, 16 gigs. Don't want to do the math now, but that's roughly 12 gigs. Alright, so moving right along. I'm going to use bridged. Doesn't matter. Just want to... yeah, that's fine. SCSI. That's fine for now. I'll tweak this machine later on. I just want to get it up and running. Next, virtual disk. I'll give it 120. And that's fine. Yep. And boom. See, it got created. It's been created. I'm going to power it on. So this is a quick video just showing you where you download it from, how you set it up in VMware Workstation, and how you go quickly through the initial setup just to get it up and running. I'll do some follow-on video with more details. This is my first run at it. And I'm powering up. Looks pretty much standard as before. Loading the ESXi installer. This is a default message that pops up in VMware Workstation. It's basically prompting you, when you click I finish installing, it will go through the scenario to install VMware tools. And now, as you can see, this virtual machine got created in the file structure here in the GUI of the VMware Workstation. I'm just going to pick it up, drag it, and move it into this folder, which is where I want it to be, because I tend to like to organize all my stuff into discrete containers, which I have named as I see fit. So we're going through the install. This is VMware 7.1 7000 VM kernel release build 158.43887. Again, it was released just yesterday, late afternoon. This is Friday, April 3rd, and this came out on the 2nd. I'm going to pause this video while this thing runs through, and we'll pick it up back up again. Where is the pause button? US default, put in my password for the ESXi root account. Okay, while I'm doing this, laptop is running out of power, so bear with me a few seconds. I will try to edit this out, but in the rough cut, I'm just going to post it up like this. Okay, so at this point, it's asking to confirm the install. I will confirm that install. So subsequently, I'm going to build out a VCSA because I'm doing nested virtualization, or the way nested virtualization works is you have to first build a ESXi host, and then inside of that ESXi host, you would build a VCSA. Do want to point out that one of my greatest resources online for figuring out how to do some of this nested virtualization stuff, because it's different from installing straight on hardware is William Lamb. So Virtually Ghetto is a great resource. All right, so it has finished the install, and I'm going to hit enter to reboot. And here you can see it's created all the VMDKs, the RAM files, the VMX, the configuration file, and it's running into the first boot after a successful install. So actually the release build, I don't know if I misstated it at first. It's 15843.807. And again, this is the first video. This is my first crack at it. And I may or may not do some follow-up videos. If I get enough questions and whatnot, I will respond and try to elucidate wherever there is extra information needed. So just feel free to leave any comments or questions if you like. And again, please be aware of the fact that this is my first run at this, and I absolutely have not read any of the paperwork or guides or whatnot. So it's picked up an IP address, and I'm going to browse that IP address because I have DHCP set up inside here. So let's go and open up a browser. Explorer. And I just want to run this in parallel. So https://192.168.20.106. See the interface. And here we shall log in by hitting F2. F2. Tab. All right, so that is the initial setup. At least I don't know why the browser is not pulling it up yet. Let's see, do I have the IP address correct? 192.168.20.106. All right, let's try again. Well, anyhow, this was just a quick video run through of installing, just a bare bones install without much configuration of ESXi 7. And I'm going to end the video and we'll follow up and follow other videos.